Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, it brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining in today. I am glad that we are here together. Another week done. Yes, one more Friday here with us. Thank you so much for joining in. And please let us know where you're joining in from and who is joining in with you. I hope that you've had a lovely week. And yes, the weekend is here. I hope that it is a good one for you. I'll be at a conference, the Human Rights and Equity, or is it Equity and Human Rights Conference, somewhat close by. So I'm excited for that. Looking forward to learning this week, and just adding a few more things to what I hope I've acquired over time. So always trying to learn, and I hope that we keep that, all of us keep that, whether it's through books, whether it's through reading other newspapers, magazines, other things that we may do our research, but I hope that we keep that desire to keep learning and keep improving ourselves. Thank you so much for being here with us on Story Time. I am glad that you are here, and indeed it is a special day today, because 3 years ago today we set out on this journey that has become Story Time, and it has been such a rewarding journey. So many great relationships forged along the way, so many lessons learned, and of course looking forward to many more, yes, gatherings together like this, and of course learning about all the different books that you've come across, and of course all your insight on the many things that we talk about here on Story Time. Thank you so much for being here. Excited, and I can't believe it has been 3 years. It's flown by, and it has been some of the best years of my life for sure. Thank you so much for being here with us. Please let us know where you're joining in from. I'm excited indeed for our book today, which is a favorite here on Storytime, and it is back today. And this one is called Things to Do. Yes, things to do, like celebrating 3 years of Storytime. This one written by Elaine Magliaro and illustrations by Catia Chien. And if you remember too, yesterday we read Longest Let's Go Boy, and that was also illustrated by Catia Chien. And of course, reading this one with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Things to do. We have things to do today. We've books to read. We've celebrating to do. I hope that wherever you are, you toot a little horn, you blow something, like you get to celebrate Storytime just in honor of that. It's been an amazing journey, and so it continues. Inshallah, we continue. We match on. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Yes, absolutely loving it. It has been a wonderful lineup that we've had this week. Dreamer kicked us off, and then of course we went to Heartstring, another one really for the heart. For this week, I think we've really kept the theme. And then of course we had Everywhere With You, and then The Longest Let's Go Boy, and today we rounded off with Things to Do. And excitement, as you know too, that Marietta will be here. Marietta Apollonia will be here with a brand new book, Jack the Library Cat. So look out for that one. Excited for that one coming to Story Storytime, May 11th. But before then, we have a guest that will be here even sooner than 11th of May. And we will have Amber Lee Williams here with a brand new book, The Bee Without Wings. And she'll be reading to us. We'll be in conversation together, and she'll be joining us from out there in Canada. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Excited for that one, and excited for the guests that we have here on Storytime. But as you know, it is 3 years of Storytime. Can you believe that? Actually, the picture that you see at the bottom with Lydia, that one was from the first day. That was right before going live on day one. So yeah, a long way we've come, and many friendships made along the way. As you can see, everybody's story times in a different way, but we hope that however you story time, however you tune in, that it has been a wonderful journey for you. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Absolutely love it. Let us see who is with us this morning, ready to enjoy Storytime. Oh my goodness, on the exact day, March 17th. 3 years of Storytime. I cannot believe it. Thank you so much for joining in today, and welcome. Good morning to you. How are you doing today? Ari, good to see you here on Storytime. Thank you so much for joining in. And of course, you with Megan. Thank you so much for joining us today. Absolutely appreciate you. Oh, thank you indeed for joining us. And good morning to you as well, Jennifer. How are you doing today? I'm glad that you're here with us, with Elliot out also in Kentucky. Thank you so much, Kentucky representing big time today. Thank you so much for joining in, Ari and Megan. And of course, good morning to you as well, Jennifer, Lewis, and Elliot. Thank you so much for joining in. And you're saying hello to you. Hello to you, Megan and Ari. That coming to you from Jennifer and Elliot. Thank you so much for joining in. I love it, love it, love it. Yes, Ari, Megan, and the Barbies are joining from Kentucky as well. Well, thank you so much for joining in. Absolutely appreciate you. And I must say too, thank you for this wonderful submission. This beautiful spring is here. It is here. Spring is here, and thank you for this beautiful picture coming to us today from Ari and Megan. Thank you so much for submitting this one. Beautiful picture indeed. Thank you so much for sharing, and yeah, taking us through these journeys. So today we're traveling. We're all the way out in Kentucky today. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Good morning to you, Tara McNamara, and you say happy St. Paddy's Day. Well, thank you so much for joining in. And of course, Clara and Erin, thank you for joining in. Clara, Erin, and Tara. Saying happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. We had a leprechaun visit last night. Oh my goodness. Did you catch it? Thank you so much for joining in. Absolutely appreciate you. Oh, I cannot wait to hear those leprechaun tales. Thank you indeed for being here with us on Storytime. And maybe they might lead us to that pot of gold. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. And yes, greetings flying around today, going all the way out again. Hi to you, Jennifer and Elliot, coming from Ari and Megan. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Amanda West, good morning to you. How are you doing today? And of course, Sarah and Nathan. And you're saying in a bitterly brisk but bright Illinois. Well, thank you so much for being here. And hopefully we can cushion that cold a little bit, just a little bit, as we read our story for today. Winter returned to us for one last huzzah before spring. Oh my goodness. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for joining in to you. Happy Friday to you indeed. And happy Friday to everybody that is joining in Storytime. Well, thank you so much. You all have made this space the space that it is. You're amazing. Just being here with us, sharing in community, being supportive, and of course, welcoming new people to the community. But we keep growing, we keep going. Thank you so much for joining in. And yes, may we continue to be thoughtful and to be an open and welcoming space to all. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely love it. Yes, we're celebrating 3 years, but this is as much celebrating 3 years together with all of you. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Yes, 3 years. It's flown by. I remember, oh my goodness, I remember when we went into lockdown, and yeah, everything stopped and we had to connect. We had to find ways to connect with our community, and Storytime was born. Thank you so much for joining in. Happy 3 years, Ari and Megan. You say, well, thank you so much indeed. Appreciate you. And yes, the years, 3 years together. Thank you all for all the things you have done and continue to do for Storytime friends and family. Well, I love that. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything that you keep doing here, bringing such joy and love to this space. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all so, so much. And I hope that wherever you are, you realize that and that you know that. Thank you so much for joining in. Good morning to you. Happy 3 years, you say, from Mo in Washington, D.C. And Mo, please let me know if I'm saying your name correctly. Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate you. And of course, you're here with Jackie. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. Washington, D.C. Oh, next time I'm in Baltimore, I will definitely let you know I am around town. Thank you so much for joining us today. Tori Gamble, good to see you. How are you doing today out in Bothell, Washington? And you say, hoping for a sunny spring weather weekend. Well, fingers crossed for you. Hopefully that happens. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Glad we're here together. And Tori, you've been joining us for a long time. Can you believe that today is 3 years of Storytime? Time flies indeed. Thank you so much for joining in. Soraya, thank you for being here. And of course, Sharon Lungo, appreciate you. Glad we're here together. Thank you indeed for being here on Storytime. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Maple, we do not forget you. We cannot forget you. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. And did I tell you I speak meow? Meow. That one was especially for you, Maple, so you can understand what we're saying. Thank you so much for being here on Storytime. What? Oh, you said you're ready for Storytime? Yes, yes, we are too. Thank you for joining in, Maple. Love it. Good morning to you, Jackie. And you say, yes, you're saying it correctly. Whoop, whoop. Yes, I love it whenever I get a name correctly. Hope you can enjoy Baltimore again soon. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I was already talking to my friend out there in Baltimore. We're already planning my next visit. So yeah, we'll be there pretty soon, I'm sure. Thank you so much for joining in. All right, let's get ready for our story for today. Go grab what you need to make this story time even better. Our story for today is Things to Do. And this one is written by Elaine Magliaro, illustrations by Catia Chien, and we'll be reading this one with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. A big thank you to them indeed. Over the 3 years, the amount of Chronicle books that we've read here is amazing. And thank you to Chronicle for allowing us to share those wonderful books here on Storytime. And yes, to share books here together. Thank you indeed. And we hope that you continue to support us here on Storytime. Get ready, get comfortable, get cozy. We'll be right back after this short break. And today too, just I think I'll let Tim reintroduce himself, because when we started, Storytime did not have a theme song, and Tim was like, hey, how about we do something? Let's try and put a song together. Let's do something for Storytime. And yes, the Storytime theme song was born, and this is the man behind it all.
Hey, this is Timothy Goodspeed of the Soapbox Salute. I'm the one who wrote Storytime's theme song. If you'd like to hear more of my protest folk music, you can check out the links below on Instagram or at my website. You are watching Storytime with Mr. LaMotta.
Hi, everyone. My name is Amanda Davis. I'm a children's book author, illustrator, and high school art educator. I am the author of 30,000 Stitches, the inspiring story of the National 9/11 flag. illustrated by Sally Warren Comport, and published with Worthy Kids #book group. One thing that drew me to writing 30,000 Stitches was the idea that people from all different communities came out to stitch this flag and make it whole again. So I hope that when people read 30,000 Stitches, they remember the power of sharing our stories. When people came out to stitch the flag, they shared their stories, whether about loss or pain or love. We all have stories to tell, and by sharing our stories and listening to one another's stories, we can create a better understanding of each other and create a sense of connection and unity. And this is what creates a more inclusive world. I hope you enjoy your story time with Mr. LaMotta. Bye, everybody.
Welcome back. Thank you indeed, Timothy Goodson, Goodspeed, or Dixon. He's now changed to Goodspeed. A friend I treasure, and there's just been many memories shared together. And now he's a dad, and a little one, Rowan, growing so much. And special friend, and I hope that just wish him many more years to come. And of course, thank you. We'll always be connected with Storytime too, because he's done such an amazing job for us. All right, here we go. And of course, an inclusive world. Amanda Davis' message remains true, and I love it. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime. Over 3 years, we are not changing what we believe in. Of course, we're changing for the better, we hope, and we will continue to represent justice, represent equity, represent equality, and continue creating a space that is welcoming to everybody. This is your space as much as it is mine. So thank you for being here with us. All right, things to do. Elaine Magliaro, and illustrations by Catia Chien. And we're reading this one with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Things to do. What's your to-do list today? Is it playing in the snow? Picking flowers? Are the flowers blooming already in your neighborhood? Things to do, written by Elaine Magliaro, illustrations by Catia Chien, and read with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Here we go. Things to do if you're dawn. Shoo away night. Wash the eastern sky with light. Wake the sleeping sun. Rise and shine. Rouse resting roosters. Set songbirds singing. Let dreams drift away. Start a new day. Oh my. I want that job. I want Don's job. I want to be Don. From now on, call me Mr. Don. Things to do if you're dawn. Shoo away night. Wash the eastern sky with light. Wake the sleeping sun. Rise and shine. Rouse resting roosters. Set songbirds singing. Let dreams drift away. Start a new day. Ah. Things to do if you're dawn. Well, there's yet more things to do. And things to do if you are birds. What do you do? Go find your breakfast. It's strewn on the lawn. Better come get it before it's all gone. Oh my. Stretch out your wings on the brightening sky. Morning's upon us. Get ready to fly. Yes. Things to do if you're birds. Go find your breakfast. It's strewn all over the lawn. Better come get it before it's all gone. Stretch out your wings on the brightening sky. Morning's upon us. Get ready to fly. Get ready to fly indeed. Things to do if you're a honeybee. What do you do? Well, flit among flowers while spring is here just for you, little bee. Sip nectar for hours. Oh, that sounds delicious. Be yellow and fuzzy. Stay busy. Be busy. Things to do if you're a honeybee. Ah, flit among flowers. Sip nectar for hours. Be yellow and fuzzy. Aw, stay busy. Be buzzy. Oh, yes. Busy bee. Things to do if you're an acorn. Well, what is there to do? Wear a bumpy round cap and a starched brown coat. Grow plump and ripen. Snap from the stem. Then what? Grow, yes. Grow plump, ripen, and snap from the stem. And it's not done. There's a lot more to do if you're an acorn. And off you go. Fall to the forest floor. Tempt a scavenging squirrel. Let him bury you in a bed of earth beneath a blanket of moldering leaves. Dream the winter away. Then in spring, sprout. Let a little oak out. Oh my. Quite the journey, isn't it? Things to do if you're an acorn. Grow plump and ripen. Then snap from your tree. And off you go. Fall on the forest floor. Below. Tempt a scavenging squirrel. Let him bury you in a bed of earth beneath a blanket of moldering leaves. Dream the winter away. Then in spring, sprout. Let a little oak out. Off you go. Woo! I want to dive like that. I want to soar like that. Things to do if you're a snail. This is my favorite page, my favorite spread. Things to do if you're a snail. Slowly, slowly take your time. Slide along your trail of slime. The wonders of your world are small. Don't hurry by. Enjoy them all. Oh, I love that. Things to do if you're a snail. Slowly, slowly take your time. Slide along your trail of slime. The wonders of your world are small. Don't hurry by. Enjoy them all. Mwah. Things to do if you're the sun. Be big and round and bold and bright. Mwah. Wear a crown of golden light. Shower down warm yellow rays. Rule the sky on summer days. That does sound amazing too, doesn't it? Things to do if you're the sun. Be big and round and bold and bright. Wear a crown of golden light. Shower down warm yellow rays. Rule the sky on summer days. Things to do if you're the sky. Stay clear and blue. Let the sun smile down. Don't grow grumpy, gray, and frown. No, we do not want that. Don't scramble storm clouds. Don't grumble and complain. Don't stab the ground with lightning. Don't rain. Don't rain. Oh my. Yeah, we've probably had enough for the season. Don't rain. Don't rain. The sky can get grumpy, right? Things to do if you're an eraser. Be pliable and pink. If I draw before I think, rub out every mistake that I make. That's what your job's all about. Go on, wear yourself out. Yes, indeed. Things to do if you're an eraser. Be pliable and pink. If I draw before I think, rub out every mistake that I happen to make. That's what your job is all about. Go on, wear yourself out. Things to do if you're scissors. Open wide your silver jaws, then snap them shut. Open, shut. Open, shut. Snip, snap, snip. Action, cut. Oh, yes, indeed. Things to do if you're an eraser. Things to do if you're a scissors. Oh. Well, things to do if you're rain. Polka dot sidewalks, freckle window panes, whoosh down gutter spouts, gurgle into drains, patter round the porch in slippers of gray. Tap dance on the roof, then go away. Oh, I want to tap dance on the roof. Rain, that sounds like so much fun. Polka dot sidewalks, things to do if you're rain. Things to do if you're boots. Splish in paddles, splash on the walk, make the fallen raindrops talk. Things to do if you're boots. Splish in paddles, splash on the walk, make the fallen raindrops talk. Oh. Things to do if you're an orb spider. Weave a web of silken strands with spinnerets. You don't need hands. A silver net, a sticky snare, a clever trap that's light as air. Weave a web, then watch and wait upon your woven dinner plate. No need to hunt to catch your prey. A meal will soon be on its way. Amazing, isn't it? Ah, yeah, so many wonders in nature. Love it. Yes. Weave a web, then wait upon your woven dinner plate. No need to hunt to catch your prey. A meal will soon be on its way. Things to do if you're an orb spider. Well, things to do if you're crickets. Quiet fills the summer night. Fireflies dot the dark with light. Birds are nestled in the trees. The world is still. There is no breeze. But then tune your instruments and sigh. Bid this balmy day goodbye. Rub wings and sing a lullaby. Things to do if you're crickets. Yes. On a quiet night. Tune your instruments and sigh. Bid this balmy day goodbye. Rub wings and sing a lullaby. Ah. Things to do if you're the moon. Live in the sky, be bold or be shy. Wax and wane in your starry terrain. Be a circle of light, just a sliver of white, or hide in the shadows and vanish from sight. Look like a pearl when you are brimful and bright. Hang in the darkness, dazzle the night. Things to do if you're the moon. Yes. Look like a pearl while you're brimful and bright. Hang in the darkness, dazzle the night. And that is the end of our story today. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. I hope you enjoyed it. I think this one is worthy of being read every day, and of course, worthy to be read today on our special day, 3 years of Story Time. Thank you so much for joining in today. Join me on the other side of this short break when we're back for more Story Time. Thank you indeed for being here with us today on Story Time.
Hi, everyone. I'm Amanda with Amanda Weltman Photography. I'm a photographer and printmaker based in the Pacific Northwest, and I believe that your face deserves wall space. Enjoy today's story time with my favorite storyteller, Mr. LaMotta.
Yes, your beautiful faces deserve war space. And if you're ever looking for pictures, you're out there in the Pacific Northwest in Seattle, well, Amanda is your person. Amanda Waltman Photography. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. And of course, sending love as well to baby Bia and Marlene, and of course, Nate as well out there in Washington. Thank you for joining in Storytime. Thank you for being a part of this wonderful community. Please keep showing up, and of course, keep making this place special and of course welcoming to all. Thank you so much for joining in today, and I want to leave you with my favorite page from this book, my favorite spread, and it is again just a reminder: things to do if you're a snail. Slowly take your time, slide along your trail of slime. The wonders of your world are small. Don't hurry by, enjoy them all. Yes, time flies, and blink of an eye, things are gone, things have changed, things are happening. So if you can, if you're able, just take those moments, take the now, enjoy it, and just hold on to it as long as you can. And yeah, just enjoy those moments, enjoy the times that you're spending with your loved ones. And yeah, just enjoy those little things that you do, whether it's sitting in the quiet on your own, whether it's reading a book, or whatever that you enjoy. I hope that you find many of those for sure. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Absolutely appreciate you all. And indeed, let's not forget that we will be joined on next Tuesday, March 21st. We will be joined by Amber Lee Williams with her brand new book, The Bee Without Wings, and she'll be here in conversation with us. So look out for that. Join us and come have fun with us. Thank you so much for joining in. And of course, too, remember that on May 11th, we'll be joined by Marietta Apollonia. They'll be here with a brand new book too, Jack the Library Cat. And we'll be talking about that one, and of course, engaging in some art as well. So please do join us for those ones. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. And of course, too, we don't forget, it is 3 years of Storytime. 3 years. I cannot believe how much time has flown by. And yeah, lots of memories I've tried to pack in this little collage that we have here, because it has been a wonderful 3 years indeed. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. 3 years, and let us see who is with us this morning and enjoyed that story. Well, thank you so much for being here. Soraya still loves the story of Kalulu. Well, Soraya, you're in for a treat, because that one will be coming back soon, but also we will be in spaces out here in Oakland, so I'll let you know. We'll be at Fairyland for sure, and we'll also be at Emerson Elementary next week, actually. So come join us, come have fun with us, and come story time with us for sure. Thank you so much for joining in today. Absolutely appreciate you. Thank you. We love the idea and the practice of fallen raindrops making noise again. Oh, yes, indeed. Thank you so much for joining in, Jackie. Appreciate you. And of course, you're joining us today too with Elliot. Thank you so much for joining us out there in Washington, D.C. Thank you so much for being here. Absolutely appreciate you. Lydia Yamaguchi, you've played a part in all of this. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. And I hope that you do enjoy this wonderful day indeed that is 3 years of Storytime. Thank you so much for joining us. Absolutely appreciate you. Many the pictures you see, many of the designs too that have been shared here on Storytime have been partly the work of Lydia Yamaguchi. So thank you for that. Thank you for yes, the time too, just invested in all of this Storytime stuff. But we love it, and we make this community better for sure together. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. Thank you, Megan, and one more time, and of course Ari for joining us today. Thank you for being here on Storytime, and absolutely appreciate you all. Lydia Yamaguchi, love you too. Thank you so much. And yes, we're enjoying the journey. Continue enjoying it. That's what we're here for. Thank you so much for joining us. Travis Gold, congrats on the milestone. Well, congratulations. Thank you. We take them, and thank you indeed. I'm gonna say thank you to you for being here and for making this this space what it is. Thank you indeed for joining us, and I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day today. Thank you for being here on Storytime with us. Sharon Lungo, thank you for joining us. We remember the early days of Storytime kept us going, and there was no when there was no person no person in school. Yes, I remember we were home that time, and we started, yes, I think 3 days after lockdown. And yeah, I'm glad that we did too. Thank you so much. Jackie, thank you one more time, and I'm glad too that Mo, we got your name correctly. Thank you so much for joining in. Yes, it is Mo, Jackie and Mo. Thank you so much for joining in today. Getting my names mixed up. Thank you so much for joining in. And then it was Jennifer and Elliot. Yes, Jackie and Mo, and then Jennifer and Elliot. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Absolutely appreciate you. This has been Storytime. We'll see you again on Monday when we're back for more Storytime. So join us then. The lineup is set. Many great books coming your way too. And of course, we'll be there on Monday for more Storytime. And of course, if you miss Storytime, you can always catch us at your convenience at storytimewithmisslimada.com. You can catch us at Storytime with Miss Limada on Facebook and YouTube. And of course, you can catch all things Storytime on our Instagram at Storytime with Mr. Limada. Thank you so much for being here, friends. Absolutely appreciate you. 3 years would not be possible without you all. So hugs, hugs, hugs to each and every one of you. And I hope that you have a wonderful day today. Happy St. Patrick's Day as well. Happy Women's History Month. Yes, lots of beautiful things happening. And of course, I feel like, yes, just significance too of Women's History Month. We continue to highlight, we continue to just share so much great information and great works that are created by women right here on Storytime. Thank you indeed for being here. And if you have not, please remember to say thank you, to just read up on things and yeah, and just learn a little bit more about our communities, learn a little bit more about the amazing women that we have in our communities. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you again next week on Storytime. Monday, we're back and we'll be here with another amazing lineup. Thank you so much for being here. Much love from me. Oh, I will see you on Monday. Bye-bye.
Story time with Mr. Limada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Limada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all reading. I just can't wait to be hearing from my neighborhood. Read me all of the stories. Read me all of the stories. Some of people who look like me, others very different from the way that I look and think. Read me all of the stories. Read me all of the stories. Some stories from far away, others right here in my neighborhood. Story time. Ooh. Story time. Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh. He brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all reading? We just can't wait to be